Everyone thought the governor was gone, broken, defeated. But while Rick struggled to save the prison, his most dangerous enemy was quietly preparing his return. This is the Walking Dead season 4, Episode 7, Dead Weight. The governor is now living under the name Brian Harriet. He is traveling with Lilly, Tara, and young Meghan, who have become his new family. After nearly dying in a walker pit, the group is rescued by Martinez. But things are different now. Woodbury is gone, and Martinez has become the leader of a new community, living in a camp of trailers protected by fences and even a tank. In the days that followed, the governor tried to fit in. He washed clothes. He took care of Meghan. He lived with Lilly as part of a real family. For the first time in a long while, it seemed as though he was trying to leave his bloody past behind. One day, Martinez takes the governor along with brothers Pete and Mitch on a supply run. During the trip, they come across a headless corpse tied to a tree. When they arrive at the search location, a herd of walkers suddenly appears. Amid the chaos, Pete finds himself in danger. The governor immediately rushes in to save him. Later that night, the group gathers around and talks about their lives before the apocalypse. Mitch reveals that he used to be a tank driver while his brother Pete served in the military. When it is the governor's turn to share, he says nothing about his past. Instead, he remains quiet, seemingly observing how the group operates. The following morning, the governor's new family enjoyed a pleasant lunch with Martinez. Toward the end of the meal, Martinez drank a lot of beer and became intoxicated. He then invited the governor to play golf using a golf cart. Martinez also invited him to join the leadership group and confessed that managing the entire community was putting a great deal of pressure on him. The governor realized that Martinez was too soft-hearted, lacked decisiveness, and did not have the ability to protect the people. Suddenly, the governor struck Martinez in the head with a golf club, kicked him to the ground, and dragged him into a pit where the walkers devoured him. The next day, the community found Martinez's body in the walker pit and assumed that he had gotten drunk and accidentally fell in. A new leader had to be chosen, and Pete managed to convince everyone to put their trust in him. Later, Pete, Mitch, and the governor went out on a supply run. During the trip, the governor discovered a small camp hidden in the woods. Mitch's brother wanted to attack the camp and steal their supplies, but Pete, staying true to his kind and moral nature, refused. Instead, he decided that they should continue searching for supplies on their own. Only a few hours later, after the group had managed to catch a few squirrels for food, and while Pete and Mitch's brother were still arguing about what they should have done, the governor returned to the small camp. There, he found that everyone in the camp was dead. The scene suggested that they had been attacked and robbed by another group of survivors, rather than killed by walkers. As they searched the area, Mitch's brother coldly drove a knife into the head of an elderly man who was still barely alive, putting him out of his misery. The governor sat nearby and watched the entire event unfold in silence, saying nothing. The trip came to an end, and the governor hurried back and insisted that their current camp was no longer safe. That same night, he took Lilly, Tara's girlfriend, and Meghan, and left in a vehicle. However, they were stopped by a swamp filled with a massive herd of walkers. The next morning, the governor woke up early and decided that he was going to kill Pete. The governor went to Pete's trailer, pretending that he wanted to talk, then stabbed Pete from behind and strangled him to death. Next, the governor went to Mitch's trailer and pointed a gun at him. Mitch was furious because his brother had died. The governor told him that people like his brother always try to do the right thing, and that was exactly why he had killed him. However, the governor said that he had seen Mitch's violent nature and his true self. The governor then told Mitch about his past and promised him that if he followed him, he would never have to worry about whether what he was doing was right or wrong anymore. Mitch accepted the governor's offer. Together, they lied to the rest of the group, turning Pete into a hero who had died while trying to save them during a supply run. The governor is now the new leader of the camp, and with his experience, he runs it in a very efficient and disciplined way. He tells everyone in the camp that if they ever see strangers, they should immediately run and hide, avoid any direct confrontation, and report their location. He also orders them to limit the use of bullets and rely mainly on hunting with bows to conserve ammunition, though in reality, this is part of his plan to prepare for taking over other camps. At night, the governor marks the prison on a map. He tells Lilly that perhaps they could have a better place to live if they are willing to fight for it. However, Lilly responds that their current home is already good enough. Hearing this, the governor shows a satisfied and happy smile. One morning, while the governor is cleaning the wound on his eye, Lilly walks in. He instinctively tries to cover his eye, but she stops him and kisses him. At the same time, Tara is playing with Meghan when an incident occurs. A walker manages to break through the security line due to a guard's negligence and nearly bites Meghan. The governor shoots it in the head just in time to save her. Afterwards, the governor leaves in a heavy state of mind. He goes to the lake where he had thrown Pete's body. There, he sees Pete's corpse, now turned into a walker and tied underwater. He stands there, deep in thought, and then drives off toward Rick's prison. The governor looks at Rick and Carl happily talking through the fence. He pulls out his gun and prepares to shoot, but then changes his mind. He continues searching and unexpectedly discovers Michonne, the one who killed his daughter, also in the forest with Herschel. He raises his gun and aims. End of episode 7. If you enjoyed this, please follow and like to watch the next developments in the next episode of The Walking Dead. Thank you for watching.